Every morning brings a new challenge. Some days it's obvious. A difficult conversation, an unexpected setback, a missed opportunity. Other days it's hidden beneath small frustrations, a delayed plan, criticism you didn't expect, or the quiet voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough. Life never waits until you feel prepared. It doesn't ask whether you're confident or comfortable. It simply moves forward, inviting you to respond. And that's where everything changes. The quality of your life is not determined by how many problems you avoid. It's determined by how strong your mind becomes while facing them. A weak mind searches for comfort. A strong mind searches for growth. That's the difference. Mental toughness doesn't mean pretending that nothing hurts. It doesn't mean becoming emotionless or refusing to admit when life is difficult. Real strength is feeling fear without surrendering to it. It's experiencing disappointment without allowing it to define you. It's falling down and deciding that your story isn't over yet. Every person who achieves something meaningful eventually discovers the same truth. Challenges are unavoidable, but defeat is optional. The world will test your patience, your discipline, your confidence, and your character. You cannot control every situation, but you can always control the way you respond. That response becomes your power. Pressure has an interesting way of revealing who we are. When everything is easy, almost anyone can appear confident. It's simple to stay positive when life is going your way. But pressure removes the mask. When deadlines become impossible, when people doubt you, when your plans fail, when success seems far away, that's when your habits speak louder than your intentions. Some people panic, some complain, some quit. Others become calmer. They focus on what they can control instead of wasting energy on what they cannot. The difference isn't talent, it's preparation. Strong minds are built long before difficult moments arrive. Think about an athlete preparing for competition. They don't wait until the championship to start training. They spend months strengthening themselves before anyone is watching. Life works the same way. Every disciplined decision you make today prepares you for tomorrow's challenges. Every promise you keep to yourself builds confidence. Every excuse you refuse makes you stronger. Every uncomfortable task you complete expands your capacity. Little by little, your mind becomes someone you can trust. Discipline is the foundation of resilience. People often think discipline is about punishment. It's not. Discipline is self-respect in action. It's choosing long-term success over temporary comfort. It's getting up when you don't feel like it. It's finishing what you started. It's remaining consistent after motivation disappears. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. Anyone can work hard for one inspired day. Very few people continue working when nobody is encouraging them. That's where champions separate themselves. The strongest individuals aren't always the smartest or the most naturally gifted. They're often the ones who simply refuse to stop. Every day they show up. Every day they improve a little. Every day they choose progress over perfection. Small victories create powerful habits. Powerful habits create an unshakable character. Character creates extraordinary lives. Pain is another teacher most people misunderstand. Our first instinct is usually to escape discomfort, but growth rarely happens inside comfort. Every meaningful lesson carries a price. Failure teaches preparation. Rejection teaches resilience. Loss teaches gratitude. Responsibility teaches maturity. The people who become mentally strong stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, they ask, "What is this experience trying to teach me?" That single question changes everything. Pain without learning becomes suffering. Pain with learning becomes wisdom. No successful person reaches the top without collecting scars along the way. Those scars aren't signs of weakness. They're proof that they kept moving forward. One difficult season can completely transform your future if you refuse to waste it. Remember this: your hardest chapter doesn't have to become your final chapter. Sometimes the greatest breakthrough begins with your greatest setback. The voice inside your head deserves your attention. Long before the world limits you, your own thoughts often do. I'm not ready. I'm not talented enough. What if I fail? What will people think? These invisible conversations shape visible results. If your internal dialogue is filled with doubt, every challenge feels impossible. If your internal dialogue is built on responsibility and courage, even impossible situations begin to look manageable. Guard your thoughts. Not because positive thinking magically changes reality, but because your mindset influences your actions. Your actions influence your habits. Your habits influence your future. Confidence is not something you wait to feel. Confidence is earned. Every time you do something difficult, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you believed. Confidence grows through action, not imagination. Distraction has become one of the greatest enemies of mental strength. The modern world competes for your attention every minute. Notifications, entertainment, comparison, endless opinions. If you aren't careful, you'll spend years reacting instead of creating. A focused mind is becoming increasingly rare. Protect it. Learn to spend time without constant noise. Read, think, reflect. Work deeply. Give your full attention to one meaningful task. Focus is a competitive advantage. The person who can concentrate while everyone else is distracted will always create greater results. Another powerful habit is taking responsibility. Blame feels comfortable because it removes pressure from us. It's easier to blame circumstances. It's easier to blame other people. It's easier to blame bad luck. But blame gives away your power. Responsibility gives it back. When you accept responsibility, you begin asking better questions. What can I improve? What can I learn? What can I do differently next time? These questions move your life forward. Growth begins the moment excuses end. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's movement despite fear. Every meaningful goal will make you uncomfortable. Starting a business, changing careers, speaking in public, building healthier relationships, following a dream. Fear will always arrive before growth. Don't wait for fear to disappear. Walk anyway. Each courageous step weakens fear's control over your life. Eventually, the situations that once terrified you become ordinary, not because they changed, because you did. Resilience is built one recovery at a time. Everyone gets knocked down. Nobody escapes disappointment forever. The question isn't whether you'll fail. The question is how quickly you'll stand again. Strong people don't pretend failure never happened. They study it. They adjust. Then they continue. Every comeback strengthens identity. Every comeback reminds you that setbacks are temporary. Persistence creates possibilities that talent alone never could. Relationships also reveal mental strength. A disciplined mind doesn't react to every emotion. It listens before speaking. It thinks before judging. It remains calm when others become chaotic. Real strength is often quiet. You don't have to win every argument. You don't have to prove yourself to everyone. Sometimes the strongest response is patience. Sometimes it's forgiveness. Sometimes it's simply walking away. Self-control is one of the highest forms of power. When you control yourself, very little outside of you can control your life. As your mind grows stronger, something remarkable happens. You stop depending on perfect conditions. You stop waiting for approval. You stop chasing shortcuts. Instead, you trust your preparation. You trust your habits. You trust your character. This creates a confidence that cannot be purchased. People notice it, not because you speak louder, but because your actions become consistent. You remain steady during uncertainty, reliable during difficulty, focused during distraction. That kind of stability attracts opportunity. People trust those who remain calm under pressure. Leadership begins with self-leadership. Before you can inspire others, you must first master yourself. Every day offers another opportunity to practice. Wake up with purpose. Keep your promises. Finish difficult tasks. Treat people with respect. Learn from mistakes. Improve a little. Repeat. These simple actions may not look extraordinary today, but over months and years they transform everything. Success is rarely built through dramatic moments. It's built through ordinary days, repeated with extraordinary consistency. Remember this: whenever life becomes difficult, pressure is temporary. Character is permanent. Circumstances change. Strength remains. Every challenge you overcome increases your capacity for the next one. The mountain that once looked impossible eventually becomes proof of how far you've climbed. Life will continue presenting obstacles. That will never change. But your ability to overcome them can grow every single day. Choose discipline over excuses. Choose responsibility over blame. Choose courage over comfort. Choose progress over perfection. Because every decision shapes the person you're becoming. Years from now, you won't be proud of the days everything felt easy. You'll be proud of the days you wanted to quit but refused. The mornings you got up anyway. The evenings you finished the work anyway. The moments you believed in yourself when nobody else did. Those are the moments that build an unbreakable mind. So begin today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. But today. Strengthen your habits. Protect your focus. Learn from your pain. Master your thoughts. Honor your commitments. Keep moving forward, even if the steps are small, because every step matters. Every challenge is preparing you. Every setback is teaching you. Every disciplined choice is building a stronger version of yourself. Life will always test you. Let those tests reveal your strength instead of your surrender. Build a mind that remains calm during storms, focused during distractions, courageous during uncertainty, and hopeful during hardship. When that happens, you no longer fear difficult days. You become the kind of person who is ready for them. And once your mind reaches that level of strength, no obstacle can permanently stop your progress. The world may challenge you. It may delay you. It may even knock you down. But it will never define you. Only you can decide who you become.